Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We're back here in the Shaded Woods just because we need to talk briefly to Man Scorpion Tark because I forgot that he respawns, after beating boss.
You've defeated my better half. This is my thanks. Take it.
You forgot last part we defeated his wife basically and we get a pregnant bench of yore, which is useful. So we will use this right now here in this passage, which I forgot to showcase. So let's unpetrify this lion. This lion warrior that now will have to fight. Come on. There we go. That's because, if I remember correctly, they did some...
sucking through his hand.
That's because something we did recently, yes, there you go, is that they changed placement of the body of the head that we talked in the previous part. Normally it would be after we defeat the boss of the upcoming dungeon, but in here, the Excalibur edition, they changed it here. There you go. Thankfully, if we backstab him, it's kind of a pushover. I was about to showcase. There we go. Again, nothing too special, but it is cool. It's probably because the armor set was a bit in the meta of a vanilla game, because it's actually really good. So maybe that's because of that, I don't know. There we go. There you go, get it.
So, damn, is this what happened to Nearly Headless Nick?
Hardly. It wasn't really combat savvy, you know.
This is what happened, you know. He died, but as a but he did manage to get his head somewhat back in the afterlife.
There we go. Armor approaches Vanguard of Forossa. Vanguard was known as a raging deadly warrior. Even Forossa's Lion Knights, a motley crew of rabid fighters, kept him at arm's length. So with this, I might as well actually go talk back to the head, to report or do or these. Maybe I shouldn't petrify this guy too. There's the moth, but I forgot about the rewards. Pointless head, yeah, probably. Yeah, I might as well just leave it off screen, maybe. We'll see. Good, I just need to get back from whence I came. So in the meantime, might as well mention, what movies have you seen recently in theaters, dweebs, just as usual?
I saw Oppenheimer a few days ago.
Did they scan you with a Geiger counter after you were done,
No, I mean, the fact that I'm not dead proves that that was false marketing.
I mean... the bomb and everything.
They promised me that I would feel the explosion. And if I could feel the explosion, that would mean I'd be dead by now, but I'm not.
Well, you probably have gained the inability of having children, so you might, have developed that kind of superpower, I suppose.
I'm not planning on having any anyway, so...
Good. That's probably for the better.
I thought it was solid. I mean, the
So what do you think of
political jargon, I couldn't really understand a whole lot of it. But but generally it was easy enough to follow.
Alright then. On the other side of the spectrum, Shiri, what did you saw in theaters?
Barbie.
There we go.
We have the complete package here.
Just separated, yeah.
It was fun.
Oh.
A little wild. Like the movie didn't have a lot of time to breathe, so I'll have to watch it again to see what I really think of it. But it was a fun time on the first viewing. Also, the busiest I've been in the cinema for a long time, actually.
Yeah, the Oppenheimer, my screen was pretty busy.
That's cool.
It wasn't full, but still pretty busy.
I mean, the marketing and everything was still pretty cool.
So there we are.
Everyone turned up dressed in pink.
Of course.
So there we are. Neither of us saw both movies, but we both saw one movie each.
I mean, I couldn't technically anyway on my own because, you know, the Oppenheimer is stated for later down the next month, I think, in terms of release, while Barbie is technically available now. So I just like couldn't do the double feature even if I wanted, unless I have to, you know, go to another country to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I know Italy were part of World War II for a bit, but...
Nah, that really has nothing to do with it. You know, we're still getting the movie, just later down the line. I don't know why.
But hey, Cillian Murphy was well worth the promotion he got to main character after years of being one of the side characters in Nolan's other movies.
Alright, we found Vanguard, so let's talk to him again.
Back again. Well, this
Love all the
is a
fog.
pleasant surprise.
Let's talk about the body.
It's fog your favourite kind of weather.
Wish my body.
I mean, it's the one of Silent Hill, so...
You see, and I can sense what happens to it. I do not
Your
more.
body was a dick.
I mean, that's what he's saying, good riddance,
If you
so...
wish for help, summon me. I'm rusty in battle. I'll fight by your side.
And hey, we can even summon him in the future, so that's pretty cool, actually. We will see where he can be available, but yeah, that's pretty cool stuff, definitely. Alright, let's use the homeward bone to get back, because now we need to get back to the dungeon where we were before. Brightstone Cove Tseldora. It's a mining place that has a bunch of falconeers, if I recall correctly, boars and miners, before delving into the caves, where there's a bit of a surprise. I will put a, you know, a tag at the beginning of the part just to make sure, because, you know, I know for a fact that it might be a bit squeamish for some viewers, so we'll have to see. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get through this camp properly. Yeah, the Falconeers still have the weird walking cycle. I really don't understand why. Go. Shit. Shit. Fuck! Damn it.
Well, that was...
Fantastic start.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just recently forgot the enemy placement. There you go, this teaches you that you can destroy these zombie structures.
Well, let's bid him a very good night.
Yeah, sure. Also, there you go, a peasant we can backstab. Let's see what he was guarding. A soul of an enemy soldier. Soul of an enemy soldier. Large soul of a proud knight. Soul of an enemy soldier. And large titanite shard. Pretty good stuff, but wonder why is it here. Anyway, there you go. You can destroy these structures with different results. Some have a, you know, a body with a loot. Others may have enemies on top. Shit. Still cannot get that walking cycle. Da 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 da. Uh-oh. Hi. Shit. Shit. There we go. Upcoming in the dungeon, we might also get a resolution between Pate and Craig, but I'm not entirely sure about it. We'll have to see. There we go. Get down here. Love it.
Well, as for ones that are coming out this year, I'm seeing the new Ninja Turtles film.
Right, the one where they actually do sound like
there's
teenagers. Oh, yeah.
Well, because they are played by teenagers.
Yeah.
There's Gran Turismo. I'm going to try and see that one in 4DX.
Just so we can shake you around.
It's a racing movie. And yeah, at the very least, that I will give it this. So far, from what I've seen, it does at least getting around the whole Gran Turismo has no plot hurdle by basing it off a real life story.
Yeah.
Involves Gran Turismo, so there is that.
Yeah, that's because again, Gran Turismo doesn't have anything particularly iconic to it. Not an iconic car, a protagonist, you know, a track, a music track like a music theme. It's perfectly serviceable. It's not a licensed title, you know, but it just doesn't really have something that you recognize as, you know, practical identity to it, you know. Which is not technically a negative thing, but it doesn't obviously lend itself to adaptation, so we'll have to see how we pull it off.
Although I am a bit, the only eyebrow that is being raised at the minute is who's directing it.
Whom's did it?
Neil Blomkamp.
Right, okay.
For those who don't know, Neil Blomkamp, he's mostly known for directing and writing District 9. A film that got really popular for some reason.
Well, I have heard from people that everyone that I know that have watched the movie told me that they actually really enjoyed it, so...
District 9... I'll sum up the films that I've seen the visual quickly. I won't do Demonic because I haven't seen that one. District 9 is practically the most unoriginal movie you could possibly think of.
Wow.
It borrows its tropes from like every other sci-fi movie ever. And it doesn't even do it all that well, to be honest. It's really cartoony and over the top. It's more laughter inducing than anything. Elysium, outside of when Sharlto Copley is on screen as the villain, is boring.
So Sharlto Copley is kind of a regular for Neil Blomkamp?
He's not in Gran Turismo, though.
Okay, then.
That I know of, at least. Maybe he's a
cameo. There we go.
And Chappie was bad.
Yeah.
Chappie, a film that wants to be about one thing, but then becomes another thing. Not doing either of them really well, and making the mistake of casting a band as two of the main characters.
Isn't Hugh Jackman supposed to be the main character?
Yeah, but he's barely in it.
Oh shit, it's a mimic, I forgot!
Instead, most of the film is taken...
Fuck!
Instead, the film was taken
What did you learn?
Nothing.
Instead, most of the film is taken up by the Antwoord, and they're not great.
Okay then.
To say the least.
Okay. Alright then, let's try again. This time around, you know, properly defeating the mimic.
There you are, that's the moral of the story. Ask us. Gran Turismo, Blomkamp, in terms of the credits that were being shown anyway, he's only directing the movie, he's not writing it.
Okay.
The actual writers are, well, the story credit is Alex D, who previously wrote Sucker Free City.
Okay.
He co-wrote Watchmen.
Oh.
And he also wrote Superfly.
I heard that by name. I don't know much about it.
The co-story writer and co-screenplay writer is Jason Hall, who previously did Spread, Paranoia, that film with Liam Hemsworth.
Okay.
American Sniper.
Oh, great.
Not a fan.
No, not really, but go on.
And a film called Thank You for Your Service.
Okay.
The other writer is Zach Balin, who previously wrote King Richard a couple of years ago. Creed 3, which I thought was pretty good.
Okay.
And Gran Turismo is going to be his third movie.
Okay then.
What were you going to say about American Sniper?
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but in general I'm not the biggest fan of the movies that Clint Eastwood has directed in recent times. You know, I don't know if you've seen Richard Jewell, but they tend to be kind of biased in their narrative, and sometimes they fuck up some, you know, some real life events. I forgot if Sully did it or not, but it probably did. It's been a while since I watched it. But Richard Jewell did purposely lied about the behavior of a journalist who in the movie apparently slept with a Democratic politician. So yeah.
Well, Sully did get some flack as well for its presentation of the National Transportation Safety Board.
Ah. Well, again, American Sniper is all about the term that you guys mentioned in the past, you know, about jingoism, about how great America is against the war on terror in Iraq in the mid-2000s, and it's just not really great. Bradley Cooper is fine as an actor in it and anything. Also, not very convincing baby towards the end, so that's a problem of the special effects artists. Oops.
I've heard some circles think American Sniper is flat out a bad movie.
Yeah, I can believe that. It's just, to me, it's more like a very mediocre in the middle, you know. Alright, let's see if we can use the talisman. Similar in the first game, we should be able to open up the jaws of a mimic with this without alerting it. Let's see.
Well, there is another Clint Eastwood film coming up at some point, and apparently it's going to be Eastwood's final film as a director.
Huh.
It's called Juror Number 2. It stars Nicholas Hoult.
Okay.
And it's apparently going to be about a juror who was serving on a murder trial. He realises that he is at fault for the victim's death.
Okay.
It was filming, but it got suspended because of the current strike.
Yeah, that makes sense. I heard also that Doom Part 2 might get delayed to next year because of it.
I thought they finished filming on that one.
I don't know the details, I just know that there are rumors about it.
Well, I mean, filming had wrapped up. But again, yeah, they can't. But I mean, from what I've heard, there's no mention of a delay. Of course, I'll keep my eye on it.
Yeah, same. I'm looking forward to it anyway. Alright, let's avoid this boulder trap, very cartoonish. Okay. Soldier. And let's get down to the deeper part of the mine, which get into the cave. First of all, let me dispatch also these peasants, which also have another boulder trap ready. Like fucking Resident Evil 4.
Don't know, other Clint Eastwood movies I've seen Sully and Space Cowboys.
Oh right, there was that one too. I remember that one not being too bad, so there's that. Gran Torino, I did not have too many fond memories of it. It's still cool overall in terms of message, but in getting there is a bit skeevy, so there is that. Alright, let me defeat these Resident Evil 4 peasant. Un forastero! It is the beast! There we go. And yes, you can even obtain their clothing sets, so if you wanna cosplay as the peasant. In New Game Plus you get a bit an ambush from the dungeon boss in this bit, so thankfully we're not at this point. You know, so we're not doing no game plus, so we only have to deal with these kind of peasants. Again, it's cool that in New Game Plus you get basically a new... the dungeons get reshuffled a bit to play with your expectations, but it's just that unfortunately it's attached to this game which already doesn't have that many positive attitude towards, you know, the audience, alas.
One that surprises me the most about Jura number 2 is that in spite of Clint Eastwood's fallout with Warner Brothers because of all the Warner Brothers Discovery shenanigans, I'm surprised he's still doing a movie with them.
Probably a contractual thing, you know. Yeah. Alright, if you noticed from the emblem of the door, the entire gimmick of this is spiders, hence why they are also on the... You also got the... the trigger warning at the beginning of the part, you know, because I know that arachnophobia is a very sensitive topic. Yeah. Where are we?
Well, that was certainly a fun noise.
Oh, that's, I think, because I'm still equipped with the ring of that allows me to listen to monster noises.
Why are they growling? They're spiders.
Yeah, it's because of that. But it did look cute at least. Oh, Razor, there you go.
Oh, that's what that is, okay.
Yeah, there it is. I just kept it because, you know, it helped me with the Man Scorpion Tark, but I can just,
I thought the spider was making that noise.
No. But I can just remove it now. Maybe I'll put...
Okay.
Maybe I'll put... yeah, the cat ring, I think. Yeah, it's better the cat ring, because this dungeon is a bit vertical, so we'll have to deal with potentially some falling, and I'm not sure how to deal with that. Anyway, then we're going to use the butterfly to light up this brazier, if I remember correctly. There we go. Which will help us shed a bit of light. And oh, look, another chest! This is totally not a trap, guys, I swear on me mom. Well, let's see if there are spiders nearby first. Where are they? I distinctly remember that they were more present in the vanilla version. Weird. Anyway, the usual. Since before we're gonna mimic, there's another chest in the middle of the room. Should I try it? Dwibs?
No.
Shiroi?
Yes.
Okay, let's give it a try. Alright. Shiroi has won again. See the truth! Oh, and the spiders crawl out now. Fantastic.
Shiroi.
Fuck.
I blame Shiroi.
Listen,
don't
I
tell
have
me.
my reasons, okay?
Oh.
I did! I thought the spiders were the actual danger. I thought the box would be fine.
No, the spiders were the thing that happened after the trap, you know.
That wasn't my fault.
Of course it's not.
Nope.
Never your fault, is it?
Damn it. Alright.
And now, because of you, Mr. Dank Sauce is dead.
Mr. Dank Sauce. That's a Teomori, actually.
Dank sauce? What?
That's the name of the stream, technically.
Okay.
But no, the real name of the character is Teomori.
Mr. Dank Sauce is funniest,
Yeah.
Although my favorite still remains how Maxor called the main character for his Elden Ring run, which is perfectly themed, Elden John.
John, the quest to find
That's
the
good.
longest toilet in the world.
And talk to a woman, apparently. That's actually a thing, you know, in that game. Up until you find Melina, you talk to her, you cannot experience or level up.
So you have to chant your way to victory?
In a sense, I guess. Oh man. Get out of your boar. There we go. Alright, let's defeat again the peasants. Shit! I cannot fight against the peasants, jeez. Again, true that the zombies have cursed weapons, but, you know... Here we go. There we go. Flame butterfly, always useful. Shard.
Yes, you fought against spiders before, but now you must overcome the biggest evil of all. Man.
I thought you were going to say peasants, dweebs.
Peasants are men, so...
I mean, yeah, I guess. Ow.
Well, I'll be honest, lately, when I think of the word man used in that kind of context, I keep thinking of Bambi 2.
Oh, well, why?
One of where Bambi's dad chews him out for falling for that voice trick.
Right, the calling that the hunters used, right.
Yeah.
It was understandable still, I don't know. It's interesting because I saw a movie recently with Edgy and Pedro, but I still don't know if it's supposed to be set in North America or Germany, you know.
Well, it's one of those weird movies where the mother and the child sound American, but the dad is
British.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he's British. Oh shit, again the trap.
I don't know. I mean, he didn't really have. He only had like those 2 lines.
Yeah, I wonder who voiced him originally.
I mean, Bambi 2, I think, is one of the better direct-to-DVD films.
Oh, honestly, to me, it's perfectly the best, basically. It has the better animation. The music is great for the most part, aside from the licensed songs. You know, and it's one of those stories that, yes, it's an interco, so it's technically necessary, but it feels like it deserves, you know, especially in comparison to stuff like Fox and the Hound 2. Ugh. Alright, let's get in here.
Fred Shields, apparently.
Did I interrupt it? Did I interrupted something? It feels like I genuinely interrupted something. Oops, my bad, I guess. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this boss fight, quote unquote, is about a priest and his.
Bambi 2, for its meager budget, it did a great job replicating the feel of the original movie.
Yeah, like the animation.
Plus it sounded a lot like it too.
Yeah, not always, because it has those weird, out-of-place pop songs, but you know, it did try, and even the pop songs, while out of place, they still are technically fine for the most part. But yeah, there you go, I just have to destroy this congregation and interpret a mass, apparently.
And Bambi himself was voiced by Nemo.
Surprisingly not Haley Joel Osment.
No, he's voiced by Devo's actor, Alexander Hall.
Yeah, I know, it's just that me, Pedro, and Edgy has watched a lot of the other direct-to-video sequels, and Haley Joel Osment voiced a lot of the kid characters in there. There we go. Very easy boss, kind of like Penguin in the first game. Titan's lab by a bunch of souls. There we go. Let's proceed. Alright, let's see.
Also in Great Curious George had a movie.
Yeah, I think we noticed that when we were looking through the list of 2006 releases when we were commenting on Deck the Halls, you know, a couple of years ago for Christmas. It was basically an educational, you know, show that they put, oh, who we got here? A bunch of other spiders, and that's a guy. Let's see if we can talk to him.
I haven't seen the TV show.
Again, it's an educational show.
Something seems to be bothering you. Yes, I can tell. It is written upon your face. You have doubts about something you did. I am Cromwell. Regret.
James Cromwell?
Disillusion, bewilderment. What wonderful gifts they are.
James, it was Cochrane in First Contact, wasn't he?
And Mr. Hoggett in the Babe movies.
I haven't seen either of the Babe movies.
You shoot the first, it's actually a nice enough story. The second, it's a bit too stupid for its own good.
Well, I mean, that was George Miller in that weird phase of his career.
Yeah, when he was doing children's movies instead of Mad Max.
Yeah, I barely remember seeing Happy Feet, and I know I didn't see Happy Feet 2.
I don't think I saw either, to be honest. They never particularly attracted me. But anyway, this guy offers us redemption for scenes, similar that was in the first game. So let's see what we can do about it. Yes. And this time is a freebie. I don't have to spend any souls for this one, but if you're correctly starting for the next, I will have to.
Well, at the very least, that dispute he had between himself and Warner Brothers involving Pay's been resolved, because we're getting that Furiosa prequel movie.
About time, you know, especially because he's kinda old at this point, George Miller, so I kinda wish that he's able to finish his project before he passes away.
At time of recording, he's 78.
Damn.
We must never forget us.
And they actually filmed in Australia this time.
Wow, what a novel concept.
Well, remember for Fury Road, they couldn't film in the outback because it was too green by that point. So he actually managed to film in he filmed in a town, or two towns. One of them's a ghost town, even though it has like 26 people living there.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they actually got paid some kind of royalties. You know, you had to pay normally for filming in any places, so even for a small town like that, hopefully, you know, you should have some kind of compensation. Hopefully. Alright, let's get down. Alright, first the bonfire.
I'm guessing, yeah, because they're all big in Australia and Miller is Australian.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they worked something out there. Nathan Jones's character from Fury Road's in this movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Rictus Erectus.
Yeah, Rictus Erectus.
Yeah, that big dumb brute guy from Fury Road. I've actually seen Nathan Jones when he tried to have a wrestling career.
Oh.
He was in WWE for a bit. Needless to say, I think he made the right choice transitioning into acting from wrestling, because he was not a good wrestler.
Alas, what can you do about it? Alright, there we go. Let's slide this up.
But hey, he's found his niche now, so...
Sure.
He was even in, he was in Hobson's Shaw, and he was in Mortal Kombat 2021.
Oh, that's cool.
Reiko.
Ah, okay. Sure, I guess, so that works out.
Well, speaking of big guys who made the transition from sport-ish things into acting, Shion.
Yes.
I don't know if Ortio, I guess. Have either of you guys heard of or played that video game Indivisible?
Yeah, I know about it. I know about it. I haven't played it. I followed the development and saw what the story is about. But it's basically a Valkyrie profile cloning gameplay style.
I was shocked to find out that one of the former gladiators from the TV show of the same name round here was in that game.
I mean, they had a lot of Easter eggs and everything.
Rhino specifically.
Okay. Well, it's mostly also because the development has been a bit wonky because of, you know, the involvement of Michael Z with the project. They had to cancel basically every single guest that they had planned for the game. It was basically a slaughter. It's really a shame, especially after that 4 million campaign, you know. That included also Shantae, Shovel Knight, the protagonist of Guacamelee, a couple of others too. Like there was an impressive guest list, you know. Oh shit! God damn it, spider! Spider might hurt. But yeah, this place, as you can see, showcases, you know, the fact that the people still lived inside the caves and not just, you know, mind about it. You know. Also, I think in this place, Pate and Craig were supposed to show up. I don't know what I did wrong. There we go, torch.
Who's there?
More spiders.
Oh no.
More spiders who?
Knock knock.
More spiders will kill you if you don't get out.
Yeah, that works.
Maybe something with a name, fake name, like A. Crom Antula or something? I guess. Oh, that's another thing. The spiders take a page from Dead Space and puppeteer corpses while attaching to them. Very charming. Not exactly the best sight.
Oh,
oh,
this is right. Me and Pedro, actually.
Go on.
We both saw the director's cut of Rocky Horror.
So how was it? You know?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I do appreciate the intent. You know, he wanted to try and make the tone feel more like the other movies.
Okay.
By excising the silly stuff.
Like
although I do find it a bit interesting. The robot was too silly, and yet they kept in the Living in America dance scene.
Huh. Is it still mostly that glorification of America in the end? You know, if I could change, everyone could change!
No, not really, actually. In fact, they don't portray Drago in this cut as just a big Russian brute. They actually portray him more as a victim of the Soviet propaganda machine. He just looks really nervous. Like he doesn't know. He tries to speak up for himself, but he's not allowed to. And that continues throughout the movie until he finally reaches his breaking point, and that's the version that leads up to the to him grabbing his trainer by the throat and saying, "No, I fight for me." Which I think honestly that's a better payoff. As opposed to him just not being a big brute, instead he just learns on his own. No, I don't have to be subject to propaganda. I want to be my own man.
That's pretty cool, actually. I guess it recontextualizes the phrase "I must break you." So instead of, you know, just doing it for the lulz, is because he's victim of the propaganda machine.
I got and Rocky does do a speech.
Oh god.
But there's none of the patriotism thing. He actually ties it more to Apollo Creed's death, which I think got more attention in this version as opposed to just mostly being forgotten about afterwards. And he ties it more to Apollo's death and the hopes of the lessons that can be learned from it. And unlike the OG cut, the Soviet government doesn't stand and applaud, they all just leave.
So he does use alternate takes, I guess.
Yeah, there's alternate takes in there, and one or two scenes that didn't make it initially.
That's cool, because I thought it was just a thing where they just erased some of the scenes and call it a day.
No, they keep up the They keep up the other stuff.
That's pretty cool, actually. You know. Go.
And interestingly enough, they do give more screen time to Adrian and far less to Ludmilla.
Okay. I mean, I don't particularly care, but sure,
yeah,
I guess.
The actress who played her, she and Stallone got divorced.
Oh, okay.
At some point. Bridget Nielsen, that's it, Bridget Nielsen.
Okay.
She's barely in the director's cut.
She got invaded. Fuck, not now. Right, but there's a summoning sign, let me use that.
And also, Another interesting change that they made was to the music.
Okay.
They don't remove the Vince DiCola score, but it takes a bit more of a backseat to the music from the other films.
Huh.
It sounds a bit more like a Bill Conti score, although again they do keep there is quite a bit of Vince DiCola score that is kept in the movie.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's have a raid in the MVP. There we go. Away with it. Woman Goofy. Got the human effigy, and we should be good to go. Let's hope that railing. Oh great, also the basilisk. Fuck. Let's also deal with these enemies. Yeah, the enemies in this place, basically aside from spiders, is a bit dickish. You get these sorcerers who launch these homing attack, magical attack, which is a pain in the ass. Also the basilisk occasionally, and the puppeteer corpses. Again, this dungeon is a bit of a pain in the ass, not as much as the Gulch or the Iron Keep, but it still is a pain in the ass when you really get down to it. There we go. Also, there's a bonfire, but I don't think we can reach it. Anyway, behind this door, there's the blacksmith bird that we freed in the previous part, so let's talk to them.
So we meet again, kind traveler. This is my workshop. In your tongue, I believe I would be called
Ashray, this is a friend.
I create all manner of equipment.
What are you doing?
Using an ancient technique unique to my people.
The binocular?
Normally I only cater to a very select.
Anyway, the gist is that this blacksmith actually deals with the boss souls, the ones we collected, and we can trade them with weapons. That's pretty cool. And there's a big change from the previous game. You don't need any souls in order to exchange them. You just require the specific boss soul, and the trade will be happening completely for free as a result, which is actually a great addition compared to the previous game where you need to spend also like 6,000 souls if you didn't have, you know, just in case. Anyway, let's give it a look. In fact, I'm going to see in the trade section. Yeah, because you can buy just some stuff, but there we go, the trade. There you go. We get the Lost Sinner sword, or Lost Sinner. In fact, yeah, the butcher's, you know, cleaver. It's not a knife, it's a cleaver. And the Dragon Slayer spear for the time being. But the trade-off with this is that you can also exchange the same souls for like a magic attack. As a result, you need to balance things out and decide what to trade for what, encouraging also replayability, you know. In order to get everything that you want, you will need to replay the game roughly 2 or 3 times, knowing what you are supposed to do, you know, at the end of the day. But again, for a game like this, it's a bit more of a pain in the ass, admittedly, you know. I don't really particularly need any of these weapons for the time being. I'm perfectly fine. Maybe I'll visit again in the future if I want something attached to that. Maybe the Lost Sinner sword. I will have to ponder about it. You know, plain butterfly. Okay. And the raw stone. Yeah, if I recall correctly, yeah, it doesn't open on this side. This can be unlocked by, you know, jumping into the room, alas. I will just do it off screen probably.
Please.
Let me in! Let me in!
Also, the funeral scene in the director's cut is a lot better.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's not just Rocky standing there looking like a jackass because he's like, oh yeah, the whole towel thing. I mean, because I mean, how it was cut in the director's cut is like they cut it like he didn't have time to throw in the towel before Creed died, as opposed to him just being reluctant to do it and then Creed died. Whereas in this one, he was going to, but he was too late, and Rocky and Tony got to have a speech as well, and Rocky's speech is a lot longer. And we actually got to see Rocky tear up.
Oh.
while he was giving his speech.
That makes me wonder, well, why the hell the original cut was released by the company, what was it, like Miramax or something?
MGM released the film.
Okay, why the hell the MGM released it as a comedy, you know?
Because Rebel was 1985. MTV was the big thing, that's why there was all those MTV style cuts.
Ugh.
Also, you know, the mid-80s, we're still in the midst of, good USA versus evil Soviets.
Oh no, that I sort of understand. It's just that the comedy making so totally dissonant from the previous.
Yeah, and the robots.
In the robot, yeah, that's part of the comedy still, but you know.
In fact, that's what I'm thinking of doing. When we get to doing the films, yeah, we'll do Rocky. Yeah, we'll do Rocky 4 OG cut, and then we'll do the director's cut straight afterwards.
Sure.
And then we'll continue on with the rest of the series after that.
Sure, kind of like with Alien 3 in the end. Again, it makes sense. Well, I do wonder if they released it on, you know, physical edition, similar to, you know, the Star Trek motion picture.
From what I can tell, at least here in the UK, you have to get like the 4K edition of Rocky 4 to choose which cut you want. Otherwise, you can just get it easily enough through digital.
Well, that's you know, that's something a commodity. But I was wondering, you know, about what?
No. It just showed that bit of you just suddenly falling through the floor.
Ah, okay. It's like it's oh Sonic, I'm clipping through the floor. But yeah, it's a bit of a commodity having a Blu-ray where you can choose the different cuts of a movie, you know. But still, the era of digital makes things easier.
Yeah, I got that one not long ago. I got in fact, I've actually got a stack of yeah, because what I did on my trip to Sheffield and then later on that day to Stockport. I used it to go to 2 different HMVs to get some Blu-rays, all of which involve different cuts of films.
Huh. Okay.
I've got Star Trek's 1 and 2 because they both have a director's cut in HD.
Cool.
Oh, excuse me. I've got the 60th anniversary edition of Psycho. Which includes the more widely seen version that was on TV and on entertainment, as well as the original uncut release that was released into cinemas in 1960. That was the one that Alfred Hitchcock intended to be seen.
Okay.
And the recut of Godfather Part 3. Known this time as the Godfather Code of the Death of Michael Corleone, which is what Coppola wanted the film to be called originally.
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
I mean, I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to see how much of the film we could salvage.
I mean, you know, might as well give it a try, I guess. You know.
Is it still going to have that silly scene where the mobsters are under a helicopter attack?
Oh shoot, Red Peasant!
Like, no, my lucky hat! Ah!
Forgot there was a Red Peasant in here.
That was the silliest thing. Yes, more sillier than Sophia Coppola's acting.
I mean, certainly guess, fair enough. Thankfully can be backstabbed. There we go. Alright, behind door number 2 is there a homeward bone. We don't really need it. So let's go summon this help to Manhunter O'Hara. Not sure how much Irish she could be. Oh shit! There we go. This door doesn't open, so where am I supposed? Right, the stairs, I think. Yeah, there you go. Let's go to it. All right, we're actually going in a decent pace. We might be able to face the boss of a dungeon. Okay. Well, I think we can give it a try to the dungeon boss. If we don't manage to defeat it, we'll just, end the part. Otherwise, we should be at the end of the dungeon anyway. So if we manage to defeat it first try, we're good to go, and we can just stop there. But yeah, you have to at this point to get to the fucking cobwebs and to get down. Spider theme is getting super ridiculous here. There we go. Also pots. The Pharaoh's Lockstone, always appreciated. Shit. God damn it, Ray, don't charge in. I'm supposed to lead the vanguard. Alright, let's see. Even you are, come on. Suppose, there you go, get down here. Then I should be able to get down from here, there you go. Let's defeat also another bunch of peasants and a couple of extra spider, and then we can deal with the boss. So borrowing a joke from a YouTube Let's Player from my country, I wonder if the boss is gonna be a seal cub.
Not a lot of choices for the issue to make at least here.
Sorry, what do you mean specifically?
Normally.
Alright, you mean the choices in terms of, the treasure chest. Yeah, true, I suppose.
The ones we did find, the one you opened on your own and was killed by it, and the other one was a trap for which you opened it because she already suggested it. So the moral of the story is listen to Dwibs.
Sure.
Hey, the coin decided. Excuse you, I do not control the coin.
You wouldn't have had to toss the coin if you'd have said, don't open the chest.
Well, maybe you should have said open the chest as well, We're both
then it would have been
equally
my
to
fault
blame
as well.
here.
At least I'm on the right side of history.
Children, behave. We're someone else, and now we need to take out the boss. Come on, guys. Alright, let's get here. What's the deal with the boss? Great, more spoilers.
Alright, so what are we gonna get? Spiders again.
Inside the corpse of a petrified dragon. See, I told you it's a seal club. Seal cub.
Reanimating his corpse.
No, but I still need to deal with the mama spider, the Duke's dear Freya. Bit gigantic.
Pretty much.
Yeah, kinda.
Is that this game's novel title?
What, you mean I was hoping, I will find...
No, what you literally said. This is a Japanese game, I thought you said the spiders were cute.
It's a Japanese game, I thought the spider was supposed to be cute. Well, it's a reference to a manga anime called Monster Musume, where the protagonist has a bunch of harem, has an harem of a bunch of monster girls, I forgot if it's an English dub or not. I don't particularly care because I don't care about monster girls in the first place anyway, but there's a fact and there's a spider girl in there too. Anyway, this monstrosity has two heads and occasionally can also shoot lasers over projectiles, so I need to watch out. Thankfully, with the help that I summon, it should be relatively easy to deal with. The boss theme is also particularly creepy. Yeah. Stop doing that. There we go. Yeah, the Void and the Ray and Oara are really the MVP of these. They're much more useful than I thought, to be honest. Come on. There we go. First try. Admittedly, the summon helped a lot, so I'm actually grateful, considering these boss, you know, will be a bit of a pain in the ass. Now let's check the souls of the boss we just defeated. There we go. Soul of the Duke's dear Freya, the Writhing Ruins Keeper. The Writhing Ruin is an ancient thing whose shadow remains cast over the land. It first took possession of a solitary insect, but grew its power, feasting on the wealth of the twisted souls found in the land. Alas. And if we check the remains of the Dragon Corpse, we get the Great Soul. There we go. Which is actually one of the 4 that we need. They are basically out 3 out of 4, which means we're very close to the end of the first half of the game, basically. And inside here we found the Lord Private's chamber and Duke Tseldora himself hollowed in a very pathetic state. So let's get him. There we go. And we get the Brightstone key, Fragile Branch of Your Dark Quartz Ring +1. Again, very useful objects. Normally, in the base game, the Vanguard's body will be present here, but here, thankfully, we just have the Primal Bonfire, so let's light it up, and we're good to go from there, you know. Now we're basically, should be able to get back to Majula, level up a bit, and then we can conclude. Alright then, so join us in the next part where we have to reprise the Iron Keep, unfortunately, and see if we can finally, you know, triumph over that and get the 4th greater soul that we need. See ya!
See ya!
Bye.